What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Out here today going to be replacing the whole entire fuse box that holds all the fuses and relays on this 2004 Chevy Trailblazer. But first, we need to move the Mustang. Let's go do that. Alright, we're going to be replacing this. Some people call it the fuse box, some people call it the fuse block, the fuse panel, whatever, it goes with different terms. But this is what we're going to be replacing thanks to eBay. Here's my new used one. This really shouldn't be too hard. We're running out of daylight, so hopefully it don't take too long. What you're going to need for my battery terminals, they are, I want to say 5/16. And then there's two nuts on here for these two wires. That's going to be 1/2 inch and 9/32, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's four little bolts that hold these on, but mine will pop right off, but they hold this whole thing down. So go ahead and get those tools. I'm gonna get started taking this apart. Anytime you're working with electrical, always disconnect your battery. I'm going to disconnect both the positive and the negative. That way I know there's nothing to worry about. Now that that's disconnected, you're good to go. Alright, after about an hour and a half of fighting with this, I'm almost there. So let me take you through and show you what I've done so far. Obviously you see me undo everything. Now on the sides, right here, hopefully you can see that, there's these little clips that you have to lift up over the little notches. There's one there, one right there, one on this side right here, one in the, let me see if there's one in the back over here. Nope. And then one back here, all the way in the back here. So this one, and that one. So a total of 5 clips. And then this will be able to move. Now, there's 2 connectors that you have to take off that are a pain. I probably spent an hour taking them off. That's in the back here. And then there's one that's in the front, this one right here. And I actually think my bad problem is that, but I'm gonna wait until I can get to that with this off all the way. Now, just like those two, there's 2 more connected underneath here, as you see. Supposedly, if you put these two, if you put this back into this hole and tap on it with a hammer, it will pop it out. So we will see. If so, I've been wasting time for no reason. But obviously, first time doing this, learning as I go. So those clips, those ones aren't so bad as trying to get these out. I'm going to take you over here and show you on the other one that I have how I got those out, because they were literally a pain. So here are the other ones that I have sitting here. So what I ended up doing was I took my little picker, I stuck that down inside. This one's already loose because I wanted to make sure I could get it, but I stuck that inside in between this plastic piece here, hopefully you can see that, this plastic piece here, and the clip, because the clip has to be pushed in, but it's very hard. There's no way you're going to be able to push in the clip and pull this out, especially considering even these ones were tough. I mean, I took my big pliers, my big channel locks, and tried to pull and pull and pull, and it still didn't want to come out, even with me already putting the tab down. So you put that in there and you put the tab down, and what I did is I got my little file with a sharp end, I put it in here and just pried it out. So for this other one, what I would do is put this right in there like that, just like that, to where it's got it open, and this is compressed in. Then I took my little file here, anything that's sharp will work. and there's a little slot right here, and what I did was I just put it in that slot and lift it up until I was able to get this out, because with it inside the vehicle it's hard to be able to grab it with the wires and pull it out. Even with my channel locks, it was no go. This is literally the only way I could get it out. Maybe you have a better tip, trick, whatever, I don't know, but that's the way I got that out. So let's go see if we can pound these down and get these blocks out from the back of it. Yep, there's one. Wow, I can't believe I wasted that much time just for that. Hopefully the camera angle is right. Let me adjust it. So the other block is still in there, that gray one. And you see it's popping itself out. Let me see if I can grab it and just wiggle it out. There you go. That's free. Right here on this one is kind of burnt out a little bit. You see how it's dark around it, and I'm thinking that that's my culprit of why I'm having problems with the fuel pump. Sometimes kicking on and running fine, sometimes not. If you see my last video, hopefully I'll have that posted pretty soon, and then this one in a few days or a week or so. But if you see my last video, the little Snapchat video, I was replacing the fuel pump. That took all day, took 8 hours, dropped the tank 3 different times because I ended up having fuel leaks. But I dropped the tank anyways 3 different times and finally got it all squared away. Ran great. Ran better than it's ever run before. Haven't had any issues whatsoever, other than sometimes you go start it up, the fuel pump won't kick on. You won't hear it at all. Now I've went ahead and replaced the relay for the fuel pump, checked all the fuses, nothing. Sometimes you can come out and switch one of the other relays and it'll fire right up again. Then a day later, it won't fire up. Switch the relays again, the same exact one, it'll fire right up. It has a mind of its own. That's why I kind of thought maybe it was this whole fuse box, but after taking that out, I noticed that. So that's my original. Got the new used one over there. I want to switch it out and just see if that works, but I want to see if I can get this first, so we'll see. But once you know what you're doing, to get this whole assembly out, really isn't that hard. There's the clips. That's one in the side. That's another one in the back. That's where the two connectors connect to in the back. The front one connects up there. And then you have that tab there, and then the two on this side. And it just goes on like that. Not every vehicle is the same. I've looked up a couple different ones trying to figure out how to get these blocks out of here, and every one is completely different. Some of them I've seen didn't even have these blocks, so that did me no good. Luckily I was able to find one for the Trailblazer. Dumb me, after realizing these are just the connectors for the wires that go in, like that burnt one that was burnt, that looks burnt out. Here it is. So obviously that's not going to be the problem, but that's probably the wire for the fuel pump, which is probably what ended up causing the intermittent problem inside that panel. So I'm going to go ahead and just clean this one up a little bit, put this box back together. I just popped the little 4 clips off, got it out, and then these pop out by pushing his little notches in and then just sliding that right out. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up, and then I guess I'm going to just reinstall that other box I got, and hopefully that solves the problem. But it's probably something with the fuel pump acting up, causing it to short out up here, or cause some kind of extra heat. But this video is really just how to get your fuse box panel, some people call it a block, how to get that assembly off for your 2002 Chevy Trailblazer. There you go. Hope these tips and tricks helped. Don't forget about how I said to pull those wire connectors out. I don't know if it's just from being so old or what. If you want to know if this fixed my intermittent problem, either I will try to throw a clip on at the end of this video, since it'll probably be a while, like a week or so until I post this video. So I might be able to just throw a clip on at the end. But if not, that's how to take your fuse panel apart. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace. Well, it's up and running. That's a good sign. Haven't had any issues. So far everything works. Turn it on and off a couple times. Good to go so far. So over the next couple days I'll drive it just to make sure it's not going to act up, because like I said before, it would start up 5-6 times in a row perfectly fine without a single problem. Then all of a sudden, fuel pump will kick on. So we'll see. Hopefully I fixed it. I don't know. Just to let you know, if you're looking to replace yours on your 2004 Chevy Trailblazer, what I did is I went on eBay, came across a couple different ones, and I looked for the one that had the exact same setup as mine. The only difference was is it didn't have this fuse, which I looked into it, and that's just an extra fuse holder just to sit there. Other than that, it was identical. Every fuse that this had, that one had. So it was the same. I found one that was almost identical, besides it was missing, I want to say one of these or one of these. And when I looked into it to see what it was something pretty major, so I don't know why it wasn't there, unless it just wasn't there. It looked a lot better than this one that I just picked up, but who cares? This one worked. It's about the same price, with shipping is around 60 bucks. So I'm pretty stoked, man. I'm excited. Hopefully this works, then the wife can get off my butt. Not to mention, this gets better gas mileage than the F-150. Yo, girl. Alright, back in the garage. It's been a few days. Been testing out the old Trailblazer, seeing how that fuel pump runs, make sure we haven't been having no issues like we were, like I explained before. So far, I think it's been almost a week now, either 5 days to a week, something like that, and it's been going great. No problems. Well, we just had a problem today. Took it out for a little spin. Come and find out, air's not working. It's blowing, just not blowing cold, so I'm hoping maybe it just needs a little bit of Freon. Haven't had no issues. It's actually been phenomenal. So, hopefully that's just a little issue I can get fixed, because here in Florida, man, you need that air conditioning. But that's an unrelated issue. I mean, it's blowing, so I know it's not something in that fuse panel. Because if that was the case, if it was a relay or a fuse, it just wouldn't kick on at all. And it kicks on and it blows. All works fine, just doesn't blow cold. It actually blows hot. So, hopefully that's the issue. Hopefully it's not the compressor or something like that. I'm tired of fixing shit that's not on my race car. So there you have it. That's how to get apart your fuse panel. And then if you're having an AC issue like I just explained earlier in the video, maybe this will help you out. You can always pull it off like I showed you, and then check underneath it and see if you're having problems and one of the wires got hot like mine did. And if you haven't already, give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below, hit that share button. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.